They say a man's home is his castle, but what happens when someone tries to tear it down from across the street? I built my dream house outside the reach of an HOA, thinking I was finally free. But freedom has a price. This is the story of how one woman's obsession with control turned into a legal battle, and how a guest house meant for family became a symbol of resistance and a spark for something bigger. I'm Caleb Monroe, a 38-year-old architect who spent 15 years designing homes for other people before I finally built my own. It wasn't just a house. It was the culmination of quiet dreams drawn on napkins during late-night deadlines and built from sketches I used to show my brother when he was still full of hope. I chose a lot just outside Boulder, Colorado, unincorporated land. No HOA. No committees breathing down your neck about mailbox colors or the proper length of your grass. My lot overlooked a bluff with morning sun and just enough space for a detached guest house. That was always part of the plan. My brother Nate had gone through a brutal divorce, and I wanted to give him a place to land, to rebuild. Construction started in spring. By June, I had half the frame up. That's when I met Elaine Cartwright. She didn't knock. She called over the fence. "You'll need to submit plans to the Lakewood Hills HOA before continuing." I turned, wiping sweat from my forehead. "I'm not in Lakewood Hills." She frowned, like I had said gravity wasn't real. "You're adjacent. It still affects community character." I smiled politely and got back to work. That should have been the end of it. It wasn't. Over the next month, I received 7 printed letters from the HOA, none legally binding, all signed by Elaine. She cited everything from visual disharmony to non-conforming aesthetics. She didn't like the flat roof. The black window frames offended her neighborhood sensibility. And then there were the photos clearly taken from her upstairs window of Nate walking to the guest house, shirtless, of my dog in the front yard, of the delivery truck that brought in the glass panels. I filed a trespass notice and installed cameras. Still, she came, clipboard in hand, quoting policy like scripture. Then the lawsuit came, filed under the name of Lakewood Hills HOA. The complaint claimed that my guest house intentionally degraded the visual integrity of the neighborhood and demanded I demolish it. I laughed when I first read it, but Maya Singh, my lawyer, didn't. "She's banking on fear," Maya told me. "On the court, assuming you're in violation without reading zoning law." We walked into court with one map. It was enough. The city's official zoning map showed a clear boundary line that stopped 2 feet short of my driveway. The judge dismissed the case before lunch. I thought that would be it. 2 weeks later, I came home from a site visit to find the guest house door wide open. The drywall had been slashed, cabinets broken, the bathroom sink ripped from the wall. At first, I thought it was random vandalism. Then I checked the footage. Elaine, alone, midnight. She moved like she belonged there. No mask. No hesitation. Police arrested her that evening. Her face in the squad car window was calm, cold, like this was just another step in her campaign. In court, she claimed she was inspecting for safety. When the judge asked what authority she had to enter, she snapped, "You people never follow the rules." The silence that followed was absolute. Her attorney slumped in his chair. The audience, neighbors, city officials, reporters shifted uncomfortably. That sentence echoed through the room like a fire alarm. She was found guilty of trespassing and property damage. But the real fallout came later. 3 HOA board members resigned the next day. A quiet purge. Her attorney sent us a settlement proposal. Elaine would pay for all damages, cover my legal fees, and issue a public apology. She did, in writing, published on the HOA's website. Then she listed her house. But the strangest part came a month later. I was sketching on the deck when a man I'd seen before, tall, in khakis, never smiled, showed up at the gate. "I'm Bradley," he said, "architectural review chair." Formally, I expected an apology. He offered a blueprint. "We actually love your guest house," he said. "A few of us want to build ADUs for our aging parents. Maybe you could guide us." Within weeks, My once quiet property became the unofficial hub of a new movement. Homeowners, tired of rules and resentment. Parents who wanted to live near their kids without being policed by committees. People who'd seen what Elaine represented and wanted the opposite. We called ourselves the North Bluff Group. No dues, no board, just shared designs, coffee meetups, and a mission sustainability without suppression. The plaque I hung on the side of the guest house still reads, non-HOA property. Once, it was a warning. Now, it's an invitation. Nate still lives there. He's back on his feet. He helped paint the new ADUs. Taught Bradley's son how to mix concrete. Every Sunday, we have dinner out back. Not just me and Nate. Now it's neighbors, friends, kids chasing dogs under string lights. People say architecture is about buildings. They're wrong. It's about belonging. And sometimes, the only way to build something that lasts is to tear down what was never real in the first place.